Good evening, I'm Meepler here on DTM News Live. We begin with tonight's leading story out of Spawn City. After several skeleton horse-related incidents, work has begun on a wall to keep the nasties out of Spawn City. The wall will be constructed of smooth stone and stone bricks. DTM News has been assured that this is not due to the extreme amounts of oversupply of these materials, and that no payments of diamonds have been made by Easily Confused to encourage more demand than is currently present. Chief Engineer Haddock 1000 said, after many problems involving ECM2 running in the opposite direction to lightning bolts, it has been decided that a perimeter wall is needed for Spawn City. The terror of skeletons on horseback cannot continue. The design of the wall has been agreed on for a number of months now and has not been hastily redesigned to use more smooth stone. The Amarillo and Amarillo Incorporated have been awarded the contract for helping in the construction of the wall. Amarillo was approached for a comment, but shuffled away, mumbling something about being forced to work until the small hours of the morning. However, DTM News Live understands that those working on the project are finding it a very fortifying experience. The wall will also be accompanied by a number of castles, watchtowers, keeps, and lighthouses to give location for members of the DTM Defense Reserves to practice by shooting zombies and spiders that attempt to scale the wall. Construction of the project is expected to take an undefined amount of time, but Haddock 1000 has assured us that work will continue once the furnace has been given space for another run. Time will tell if that pans out to be true. During the construction of the DTM Signaling Center, the expansion of the DTM rail network has slowed considerably. Tonight, our DTM News Live reporter can report that a new interlocking has been constructed on the duck line close to Matt's Quarry. The interlocking will allow Mrs. Marr to construct a new line heading south of our polar region plot, the same area where I took a polar bear back to meet in the city about 3 weeks ago. Easily Confused chose a location for the interlocking for ease of construction and accessibility. At the center of the interlocking is a frozen lake, so the interlocking was named Frozen Lake Interlocking. On first inspection, Mrs. Amar was not convinced and was heard to remark, I think calling it Frozen Lake is a bit of a stretch, more like Frozen Pond. Despite the construction of the line to Mrs. Marpie has been commenced with the assistance of ECM2, the first task being to tunnel through a mountain that Easily Confused thoughtfully overlooked when positioning the interlocking. And now we go out to the ocean, where Gaming Twist has been hard at work on draining water for his new sky base. But just last week he said that he wasn't going to drain any more water, but it appears now that his plans have changed. You can check out our website for a comprehensive how-to list on how to drain water. And finally tonight, we go to the traffic center for an update on your evening commute. Things are looking pretty good out there, and WBAY Jackson is the report out there tonight. Traffic is moving slowly across the Newton River Bridge, inbound 15, outbound 10. On the AC Expressway, the eastbound local lanes are shut down between exits 2 and 3 for construction, and northbound on the Palisades Parkway as a rockside takes out the right 2 lanes. Back in Meat Bay, the turnpike's moving at a good speed, along with Route 6. That does it for this edition of DTM News Live. We're back next week. If you've got news, send it to us at www.downthemineshaft.tv. Up next, Haddock 1000 with Down the Mineshaft. I'm Meepler. Have a good night. You've been watching DTM News Live at 7:30.